Call the meeting to order. Ask Councilman Poole to lead us in the pledge of allegiance.
Everybody stand and face the flag. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call.
Councilman Poole?
here.
Councilman Cotton?
Here.
Councilman Littles?
Present.
Councilman Watson? Councilman Barton?
Here.
Mayor Lovelace?
Here. And we have approval of last meeting minutes as presented by the clerk.
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
Have a motion by Councilman Cotton, seconded by Councilman Barton. Any discussion? Councilman Poole?
Yes.
Councilman Cotton?
Yes.
Councilman Littles?
Yes.
Councilman Barton?
Yes.
Motion passes. Minutes are approved.
I'd like to welcome our visitors here today. Good to see y'all. And I need approval of the agenda.
Okay, I have three things I'd like to add to that. Under 7A, you see a sewer operations resolution concerning the projected bond issue. I'd like to add sewer rate ordinance 13-0422 under that, under A1. We have a discussion on the possibility of changing airport consultants in the form of a publication. I'd like to put that under new business under A1 to get the council's permission. And I have another resolution from the state revolving fund for that secondary loan. It's a resolution appointing me as simply as the point of contact for that action. Put that under C1 under new business.
And then would it be a resolution on Coach Jackson's funding for the basketball camp? Where would that go? Under new business?
It would be, yes.
Put that under new business, yeah.
We'll make that C2.
Any other changes?
Okay, all in favor of the agenda as amended? If there's no discussion, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. Ayes have it. The agenda is approved as amended.
Under old business, we have the sewer operations resolution.
Okay, this is a resolution drawn up by the attorney for Benchmark Securities. This is not, has nothing to do with the actual issue itself, but this is a approval of the council, let's say, to go forward with his firm to start the documentation. This, I would tell you, this is the third iteration of the resolution, because originally they said they wanted to expand the gas system. It's not an expansion of the gas system, it's a repair of the main line. The other thing is we wanted to put some funds away to either use for infrastructure or possibly use for matching funds for any future grant, and the target is CDBG. That text was not in there, so we didn't want to limit ourselves to just sewer and gas per se. I mean, the gas is going to go, but not for expansion. We're not going to touch that one. So as you see it here, this is third iteration, and just kind of look at that for a second, and this is what I'd like approved for the documentation to begin. And I should tell you, the benchmark attorney has approved this iteration.
What we need on motion
Please,
to,
please.
I make a motion for the resolution 13-0422.
But you needed a motion to adopt, is that right, John?
Well, this is a resolution, it's just motion to approve.
Okay.
I'll second.
Have a motion by Councilman Cotton, seconded by Councilman Poole. Any discussion? Councilman Poole?
Yes.
Councilman Cotton?
Yes.
Councilman Littles?
Yes.
Councilman Barton?
Yes.
Thank you. Resolution's approved. This is the first addition to the agenda. Since you just approved the company going ahead with the documentation, this ordinance supports the numbers that were presented at the last 3 presentations. You'll notice that this is the current rate. It's $9 basic and 75 cents for every 1,000 gallons used. Starting May 1st, the basic charge for all customers will go up to $15. And the 1,000 gallons used above that will become $2. That goes until the end of September this year. And then the $15 remains constant. You can see these 3 changes as presented by Mr. Lewis for these fiscal years. And there's another paragraph here subject to a paragraph B of the same section, which would allow the utility section to amend this to support their operation in the future. And the reason to have this in place tonight is because when they do the Standard & Poor's interview, they're going to say, okay, great, you're having a bond issue and we're going to go for a credit rating. If they don't see this, they're going to question how we're going to pay for all this. So this one, I'm asking for the introduction.
Make a motion to adopt.
Introduce.
Introduced it.
Second.
Okay, I have a motion by Councilman Barton, seconded by Councilman Littles to introduce. Any discussion? Councilman Poole?
Yes.
Councilman Cotton?
Yeah.
Councilman Littles?
Yes.
Councilman Barton?
Yes.
Okay, you have the option of immediate consideration, which I recommend at this time.
I make a motion to immediate consideration.
Second.
I have a motion by Councilman Barton, seconded by Councilman Cotton for immediate consideration. Any discussion? Councilman Poole?
Yes.
Councilman Cotton?
Yeah.
Councilman Littles?
Yes.
Councilman Barton?
Yes.
Mayor Lovelace?
Yes.
It's unanimous. Immediate consideration is approved. Now up for approval.
I make a motion to approve.
Second.
I have a motion by Councilman Barton, seconded by Councilman Littles to approve. Any discussion? Councilman Poole?
Yes.
Councilman Cotton?
Yeah.
Councilman Littles?
Yes.
Councilman Barton?
Yes.
Motion passes and ordinance is approved. Thank you.
And just for the record, I'd like to thank Walter Lewis and Benchmark Security for all their advice and counsel, and Will Ruzick and his firm, Duncan Williams, for all their help and counsel on this. Committee recommendations for the Housing Board vacancy. Councilman Barton.
Mayor, we have voted to put Mr. Dave Avant back on the Housing Authority Committee, and I'll make that the form of a motion.
Second.
I have a motion by Councilman Barton, seconded by Councilman Littles to reappoint Dave Avan. Any discussion? Councilman Poole?
Yes.
Councilman Cotton?
Yes.
Councilman Littles?
Yes.
Councilman Barton?
Yes.
Appointment is approved. And that's the finish of the items under old business. Okay, the first item we have is what you may not know is the Alabama Trust Fund every year looks at each community and gives them a portion of the trust fund of whatever they deemed as proper in their dividends. You can see in my handwriting there that we've received a check for $124,008.16, which is a shocker for me. It's about 3 times more than I actually expected. These are restricted to capital improvements as you read through the first paragraph. And in the past, we've put it into street improvement fund for the use of streets. And I recommend that we be allowed to deposit it into that fund.
Make motion to approve.
Second.
I have a motion by Councilman Cotton, seconded by Councilman Barton for the street improvement fund. Any discussion? Councilman Poole?
Yes.
Councilman Cotton?
Yeah.
Councilman Littles?
Yes.
Councilman Barton?
Yes.
Motion passes, and that'll be put into the street improvement fund. Okay, the next item is a notice to consultants, and this is something new that was not on the agenda. I'm not going to go through all the grisly details, but it's come to our attention that we may want to look for another engineering firm to support airport operations.
Basically, the contract we got is a 5-year contract, and it ran out in March. So we've got to advertise for a new 5-year contract.
Okay. And it'll be published, and we may even have some direct solicitations. And even though we have a board, I'd like to get the council's permission to go ahead and publish this. It'll be reviewed as under a point system when they come in.
Make a motion for you to approve.
Second.
I have a motion by Councilman Cotton, second by Councilman Barton to publish. Any discussion? Councilman Poole?
Yes.
Councilman Cotton?
Yes.
Councilman Littles?
Yes.
Councilman Barton?
Yes.
Motion passes, and we'll publish the request.
And I guess, Steve, you asked us about a cell phone.
Good afternoon, Mayor and members of the council. We pretty much know and are aware, all of us, that the wireless communications industry is experiencing explosive growth, growing like a mushroom on a hot summer's night. Cell phone usage, text messaging, data communication, surfing the internet through wireless communication has become a popular and widely used practice. We've been getting many calls here in our city, as well as surrounding cities have, about cell phone tower placement, wanting to know what policies we have, feeling us out for prospective movement in our area. In consultation with our city attorney, Mr. Ed Hines, he's of the standing, and it certainly is the right thing to do, to request from you a 180-day moratorium banning any cell tower placement in the city of Brewton. That will give our planning commission plenty of time to get together a policy, to go through the legal processes, the time, publication notices, etc., to get something in place so that when we actually receive application from cell phone tower applicants, we'll have a good working policy. We're not saying that we want to be against it, oppose it, or stand against it. We want to have a policy in place whereby we can manage it effectively to the advantage of the city of Brewton and Brewton's residents. So what we're asking for is a 180-day moratorium on cell tower placements in the city of Brewton. Mr. Hines, is there anything that you'd like to add to that or say to clarify for the council?
I believe you got it covered.
That's all you got, Mr. Uhop?
Yes, sir.
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
I have a motion by Councilman Barton, seconded by Councilman Littles for the moratorium. Any discussion? Councilman Poole?
Yes.
Councilman Cotton?
Yes.
Councilman Littles?
Yes.
Councilman Barton?
Yes.
Motion passes, moratorium's approved.
Thank you.
You're probably well aware that the city sells some very good quality refuse bags out of my window. And these are 33 to 34 gallon bags, and we're down to about 2 pallets left of those bags. And we've solicited bids on those. Just for the public's knowledge, we sell them at $7 a box, and I was actually surprised with these bids coming in at this. If the council wishes us to keep selling these bags, then I recommend that Dynapack be awarded the bid. It's $5.44 per box. It's 3,200 rolls.
Is that the ones we got now?
No, this is a different manufacturer, and they'll come in the squared boxes, but it's the same bag essentially.
I make a motion to approve the 544.
Let me ask one question real quick.
Certainly.
How many pallets is that?
When we get them, It's
Yeah.
probably going to be about 13 pallets when they come in.
Okay. Second thing, how that bid, that $5.44, does that include the Dynapack people furnishing the transportation to get those down here?
Yes, they're delivered at that price, yes.
Okay.
They're shipped from Lawrenceburg. Our guys have to get a forklift and offload them, but the shipping
Yeah,
is
well,
included.
I knew that.
Shipping is included, yes.
Okay.
And this is the resolution to support that.
Second.
We have a motion by Councilman Cotton, second by Councilman Barton to approve the purchase. Any discussion? Councilman Poole?
Yes.
Councilman Cotton?
Yeah.
Councilman Littles?
Yes.
Councilman Barton?
Yes.
Motion passes. We'll let the company know. Okay, we have another item added to the agenda. This came in this morning. This is from the State Revolving Fund office. And if you remember, this is the money we were going to borrow, which we would not receive until spring of 14 to conduct repairs or replacement on those 3 pump stations. All this is a resolution they would like from us, making me the point of contact for the actions of the loan. So I recommend its approval.
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
Got a motion by Councilman Barton, seconded by Councilman Littles to approve. Any discussion? Councilman Poole?
Yes.
Councilman Cotton?
Yeah.
Councilman Littles?
Yes.
Councilman Barton?
Yes.
This motion passes and the resolution will be signed. Okay, the last item is the item from Coach Jackson, who's not here, but I can give some detail that I'm aware of if you'd like to hear it.
Go ahead.
Please.
Okay, you know, he came to a workshop once and asked for, I believe it was $10,000 to support the basketball.
Correction, 10-8.
10-8? Okay, it was $10,800 to support a basketball clinic he wanted to have with some super duper teachers coming in, of which he would gain some benefit himself. He went to Roger Chapman, who is with the Recreation Department, and Mr. Chapman told him that he would gladly give them $2,000 if he would come and get the rest from the council. So basic math tells me that that's going to be $8,800. If you'd like to do that, then I recommend you approve it, and that'll be another resolution, which I don't have the document prepared for.
The Athletic Association is going to give him $2,000.
Yes,
Okay, and he needs, do the
10-8.
math, he needs 10-8.
So you would be approving 8-8.
And this is to bring in extra coaches for his summer program. It's basketball.
And execute the program, yes.
I make a motion to approve.
Second.
I have a motion by Councilman Barton, seconded by Councilman Cotton. Any discussion? Councilman Poole?
Yes.
Councilman Cotton?
Yeah.
Councilman Littles?
Yes.
Councilman Barton?
Yes.
Motion passes, and we'll look at the funding.
Do we have any comments from the floor? Yes.
Mayor Lovelace, Councilman, my name is Glen Freeman, and I will be running the car show again this year for the Blueberry Festival. And I do have a request. In the past, Brewton PD has denied my car show people, or my cars, if you will, to enter the show area after the roads have been blocked off. You know, 41 and 31, Freddie. And is that persimmon going up behind
Behind the message
churches?
center.
Pardon?
Behind the message center and churches, yes, that's persimmon.
And the Brewton PD has denied my show cars to come in that direction. It makes it mighty hard on my out-of-town friends to find a way to get into the car show. They don't know the area. They don't know to come on around by Belleville and come back down 41 by the jail. I think that may be the only way getting in once the streets are closed. Am I right, Fred, on that?
Yes.
I think so. They don't know that area. They don't know that route, and they will go home. And I've had show cars to go home because they can't find a way to get in. I have asked Brewton PD at show time, at show date, to let those cars in, and they won't do it. And it makes it mighty hard on my friends to come to my house, and they can't get in the door. I wish that you would consider letting those cars in. And it's not hard to recognize a show car. If you got a 49 Ford coming down the road and it's worth $50,000, it ought to be pretty obvious that it's a show car and they want to come into the show. And I wish that the Brewton PD would reconsider, and you guys would reconsider and let those cars in. It's just a simple thing of saying, hey, I want to go into the show, and welcome to Brewton. Here's your quickest way into the arena.
Well, that's really a Chamber of Commerce event. It's not a City of Brewton event, but I'll get with the Chamber of Commerce and express your concerns to them, okay?
Thank you.
All right? Thanks. Any other comments from the floor?
Make a motion to adjourn.